record on
All right.
Dude, check what I got. I just got these.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You want check out mine, dude? They broke.
Oh no, what'd you do?
They got caught on the press and they just ripped out. So apparently people modify them.
Okay.
Because the drivers are really good, but the cables are like the shortcoming. So they'll put it's called an MMCX cable.
Okay.
Which is like, it's like an interesting little it plugs into it, so it has a little like terminal, so you can plug into it. So then if you fuck up your cable, you just buy a new one of those MMCX.
Okay.
It's something I feel like you could easily do.
Oh yeah.
You're savvy with like a soldering iron and stuff.
Oh yeah. I got the
maybe I'll send mine to you with the appropriate shit and you can do it for me and I'll pay you.
Yeah, I'll look into that. That'd be kind of fun. Because I might do that. I might do that to mine too, if that's the deal.
What the fuck? Siri, get out of here.
Yeah, because like I'm looking at it, the cording here is a little bit
they're jank.
Thin. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. But the cool thing is, okay, here's the other cool thing though. So I could send them back to COS and because they have a lifetime warranty and they'll fix it, they'll replace it.
That's crazy.
But I feel like it's just going to break again, so I might as well just invest in the better thing.
Yeah, and if it's something that you would want to do anyway, then why not? So
yeah, it voids the warranty, but I think it'll be okay.
Also, they were like $50 too, so it's like even if it's a loss, you can just buy another pair.
Yeah, they're dummy cheap. Yeah,
but these are so good. The only issue
is,
oh yeah, I just feel like there's nothing else going on in the world when I'm wearing them.
They're canceling,
muffling.
I have the same pair actually.
I stoked. We just went out a little photo walk, so I was going to pick up some negatives, and then I was going to go visit another photo shop because they have a repair guy there that I want to talk to. Yeah. Apparently he only comes in on Saturdays. So, but when I went in last Saturday, he was gone. So they said, oh yeah, he's usually in during the week. So I was like, all right, made my way up there. I'm like, oh, he's actually only in on Saturdays. And I'm like, what is it that? Tell me.
What the hell? Because I remember, I think you said last time you saw him or tried to see him, they said he was there during the week.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Well, fuck, I don't get out till 4.
Yes, I get off at 3 now, but still.
Oh, okay.
It still takes like an hour to get anywhere. But I took some SX70 shots.
Oh, word. That came out great.
Yeah, and this is like the first time I've shot this camera. Actually, that looks like shit, so we won't show that. It's the first time I've like shot this camera and had like anything of actual results.
Well, yeah, you know my adventures with the SX70.
I don't think I do actually.
I have one, but it's Marcelo's technically. But every time we've shot it, it's just overexposed to everything.
Oh yeah. Do you have the Model 1?
I think so.
Yeah. You've got the nicer one. Mine is like garbage, dude.
I mean, it's really pretty and it's cool to look through the viewfinder.
Have you messed with the exposure at all?
Yeah, I don't really understand it, to be honest. Like, do you turn it to the light when you're in the light?
When you want more light, you turn it to the light, and when you need
the
less
light
light,
side.
Yeah. So if you're
turn it to the dark side.
Yeah. But it's weird because if you're carrying the case,
then
the camera's like if you open the case, it'll just fall out. So that's a little funky, but the leather and stuff is like, it was bad. So I tried to.
That's an Alex camera for sure.
It was free too, so that's the best of both worlds.
It looks cool though.
Yeah, and free, so I really can't complain. But this is
gotta put some leathers on there.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to it. But now that I know it kind of works, I feel more inclined to take care of it a little bit.
Oh yeah, the film is so pricey though, man.
Oh yeah, so I just picked up a cartridge just to test it out, and it was $20 or whatever. I'm like, But
they're so pretty though.
Yeah.
And like the viewfinders are awesome.
Your viewfinder's probably a lot better than mine because mine is just the worst.
Really?
Oh yeah, because it's not. There's no like prism or anything like that. It's not through the lens. This is the very cheap one.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, it's like weird.
Yeah, this is the Model 3. So it's like plastic, has terrible skin.
Oh.
Yeah. But I mean, again,
hey, it didn't stop you from taking some cool pictures.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, I like it. I just wish it shot properly exposed. It always overexposes things. So maybe we were fucking up the exposure dial.
What film were you shooting through? Were you shooting like actual SX70 film?
Yeah, okay. The whatever they're making now.
I think it's back to Polaroid. So it was Polaroid originals, and then now it's just Polaroid.
What is the difference on that?
Okay, so it was initially Impossible Project.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because they had enough stake in the Polaroid company to like take up a bunch of the supplies. And then they changed their name to Polaroid Originals back in like 2014, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then somewhere around 2016 or 2017, they somehow managed to just change it back to Polaroid. Yeah. I don't really know what I read up about it like a year ago because I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But like,
is the film any different?
It's getting better from what I've heard. They've like figured out the process because I remember shooting like Impossible Project stuff. It was like so hit or miss. And then all the old 600 film that I would shoot was just always bad. But apparently they've like fine-tuned it so it's a little bit better. But
I don't remember. Is the SX70 film, isn't it like 120?
I think it's 160.
I think you're right. That's right. That makes more sense. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. Like, and I want to like instant film, but I've just had such bad luck with it. It's really hard to get into it.
The only instant film that looks good, in my opinion, and this might be fucking, I don't know, maybe not. It is the Instax stuff.
Oh yeah,
the Fuji Instax looks really good.
I really like the Instax wide.
Yeah.
I wanted to get one of those, but then I just couldn't find one, and then I kind of stopped caring because like I've had just such bad luck with instant film. I was like, I'm done. I'm over it. No more.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it today. I'm like, man, I wouldn't mind picking up one of those because it'd be pretty sweet just to have that on hand.
Yeah, I knew someone that had one, and like an older wide camera. I don't even know. Hell yeah.
This just doesn't work though. I got it and it said it was working, but it just never did. So, but anyway, sorry.
No, what did they? I think Lomography makes one, right? Instax wide. Let's see what's up. Oh, okay. So they do have like the wide 300.
Yeah.
But then they have the Lomo one, which looks way sharper. I don't know.
think I've seen the Lomo one.
It looks cool. It's $200 though.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it looks pretty sick.
It looks pretty cool, huh? And it's got a remote. Cool. A remote for the lens cap is a remote.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you can take all your hip
selfies. Yeah. I got another F4. I don't know if I told you.
No way.
But no, I have two. Yeah.
Which one's better?
They're exactly the same.
Neither, like one's not broken?
No, they're both working, but
that's a surprise.
I know, right? So I got mine with a lens and with the battery compartment for I think 200 or something like that, or like 230.
Oh, nice. That's great.
And then I got the body only, I think, for like 150. So here's the original.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
it's fucking cool.
And here is the new one.
Ooh, the new one looks nice. It's probably just the clear cap that makes it look fancy.
Yeah, ready? One second. Bear with me.
Okay, hold on.
This will be totally worth it, I promise. We'll edit this out. It'll be
I
fine.
wonder what he's doing.
Ooh.
Whoa, yeah, that one's so nice. Oh, that one's lesser. Definitely lesser.
Yeah, this is actually a Nikon F4. I don't know if you can see
Whoa.
it. Yeah, so this is pretty legit stuff we're dealing with here.
Damn. You make me want one. What is that knob on top? Is that the shutter speed dial?
This?
Yeah, it's like tall.
Oh yeah. All the way up to 1/8,000th of a second.
But like it just like so accessible.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because like you're shooting like this and just
oh damn, you're an absolute action master.
Oh yeah. You're just ripping. And you have all these different controls. So you have like cluster high, cluster low, single.
Cluster? Is that like
groups?
Rapid fire?
Yeah.
Is that what it sounds like?
No, not really.
Oh.
Yes, shreds, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's like a tank engine.
Yeah, exactly. It is massive. And then also when you rewind, it's so funny because you have to kick this down and then move this down, and then this like just auto rewinds.
Auto winds.
So it's just like it's really funny looking.
Does it give you any kind of like I don't know, fear that it'll malfunction and then you have to then perform surgery on it?
Not this one. I've not shot with the other one because it just came in like yesterday. But this one, I feel pretty confident with it because it visually looks pretty good. And also because I didn't really spend too much on it. I would probably just try and sell it for parts, and I wouldn't even want it. I would not even want to touch it, to be honest, because like this FE is giving me fits, and this is like much simpler. So
that's fully mechanical, isn't it?
No, this is fully electrical. The FM
really?
is
The FE? Oh, yeah. FM. Yeah.
So the FM came out first, and then they came out with the FE, I think like a year or two later. I don't know why they did. The FM is like vastly superior in my mind.
Isn't the FM2 like pretty sought after too?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Because
I think, look at that.
Yeah, 1/4000th of a speed mechanically.
Wow. Why are they able to accomplish that, but other?
So it's the shutters that these have. These have copal shutters.
Okay.
So actually, I have this. Okay, here we go. So this is an FM. Here, and how's the lighting? Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so the copal shutter is this system here. Typically in like A1s, AE1s, your Leica, most cameras, the K1000, all that stuff, they have the horizontal traveling cloth shutter. And so there's limitations with that. Can't fire as fast. I think like the fastest that they can reliably fire is like 1/1000th of a second. These, because it's vertical traveling, these are like lightweight metal. I don't know what the metal composite is, but it's some kind of metal, so it can travel a lot faster.
It's not even cloth.
No, these are like individual blades, like shutters. I've had to repair and just like replace the entire shutter of an ME Super before.
Yeah.
And then
ME Supers are the same thing?
Yeah. This is the ME Super. It's the same deal. But the power wire is like sitting through it. But yeah, this isn't a copal shutter though. This is something else. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but yeah. Anyway, so they're able to travel a lot faster, and with that faster speed, they can get higher, more reliable shutter sync speeds with the flash. So
that's cool.
Yeah, something. I don't know. I find them interesting, but like these shutters are very prone to failure. Apparently, I've been noticing that a lot lately. So
Well, it
Anyway,
has been what? How many years? Like,
so I think the FM came out in mid to late 60s. Bless you.
that was
Bless.
Marcella, and then me.
Just blessing both of you. You each have one left.
Alex said, "Bless you." Oh, she can't hear me.
That's
I think she has headphones in.
1977 for the FM.
Oh wow. So yeah, it's been a while.
A couple of years, 1 or 2 at the very least. So, and then the FE came out 1978. Man, I'm just on it. On it.
Historian. Cut it out, man.
Oopsies.
Oops.
Outside voice. Oopsies.
I dare not dip my foot into the pond of Super 8.
It's not even worth it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's not worth it. I can show you some of the stuff I've shot with it, but like, it's not. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. For how expensive it is, the quality is just not there.
Well, what about the Bolex?
That's a little bit different because I think the 16 millimeter is much higher quality, but at the same time, it's a lot more expensive to shoot. So, and also the systems for it are very expensive too. So it just kind of depends. But I think that's kind of more
geared towards, well, also it's not really my jam anyway. Yeah. But for what you do, I'm sure it's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Honestly, dude, I would just get a camcorder though. Like the little deal I have. That rips.
That seems way cool.
And it's just like, it's the same concept of a Super 8 minus all the expense. So, and it's easier to edit with too. And you don't have to send it out to Pro 8 millimeter because
you'll have to send me a link on what it is.
Yeah.
So I can check it out.
I'll let you know. The Sanyo Exacti.
That's such a cool name.
It's a great name. We were in Astoria at a Mexican restaurant, and I had like my Mamiya, the program, or no, it was 81, and then the Exacti sitting on the table.
Yeah.
And the waiter comes up. He's like, "Oh, that's a cool camera." And I was like, "Oh, the Mamiya, yeah, that's a cool camera." He's like, No. That's a cool camera. He's pointing to the Exacti. I'm like, "Oh yeah." So like I gave it to him. He was like, "Oh, I really like this. I'm like, "Yeah, man." It's like I was, hyping it up and stuff. And he's just like, and I think he was recording the whole time. So he's just like,
oh no way,
just like looking around, like talking about it and stuff. And then I told him what it was. He's like, "I'm gonna buy one." And I was like, "Do it, man."
Of all the cameras on the table, that's so funny.
I just want this nice little thing. He's like kind of a middle-aged guy. Like, it does videos. I'm like, "Yeah, man." I showed him a couple of the videos I shot. He's like, "That's very nice. That is very nice."
That's so funny.
It was adorable. It made my day. It's like inspiring people. All right, I have some questions I prepared.
All right.
I was very smart to do this before I left because, like, right now my son brain is just, it's bad, dude. The sun got to me. My brain's fried. I thought
you were talking about your child.
Yeah, my son, my child, which is
the one that you put to work. You made him do everything.
Yeah,
he's just so cooked from all this work he's been doing all day.
This is actually, my room has become a sweatshop at this point.
Dude, yeah.
It's terrible, but it's great. I love it. But yeah, what is it that got you into photography?
It's funny. My girlfriend did. She, very well.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, she always shot like an Instax camera, is always into like taking photos.
Titting photos, yeah.
Titting photos, yeah.
I love the tit photos, so yeah, I get that.
But no, and she, like, I don't know, somebody on Instagram started taking pictures with 35 millimeter film, and it looked cool. So she went on eBay and like bought the first camera she saw, which was a Canon FTB QL, and came in the mail, and it arrived, and she was like, "Oh, this is cool. Like, I got this thing." And then I saw it and was like, "Whoa, this is amazing." Like, all the mechanical, everything was like, it was just like really cool. And then I immediately ordered one for myself. And then that's pretty much how it happened.
And that's when we met again.
Yep.
Which is still the most wild thing.
Super bizarre.
Like, you were one of maybe 3 people that came into that shop that didn't work there. Yeah. There was one lady that came in, and she was really weird because she was like, oh, I've named all of my cameras. This one's George, and this, yeah, and this one's Sparky. And it was just like, I don't know. And I was just like, I don't need to hear any of this. Like, whatever fantasy land. And then we had another lady come in, and she would always buy packing material. And every time she came in, Peter would be like, oh, she sells China. Like, she sells like fine China.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I know. She came in like every other week or something to buy up a bunch of packing material. Every time he would say the exact same thing. And he's like, there's actually a lot of good things out there if you just know what you're looking for. And she does. And I was like, I know, we have this conversation every week, dude. Like, we don't need to continue this. It's like, oh, but you didn't know she actually sells China? I'm like, yeah.
Is this a fucking fever dream?
That's what it feels like, dude. Every time I think of that show, I'm just like, what happened?
Yeah, the whole ordeal was really strange because my camera just flat out wasn't working. I don't remember what was wrong with it. I don't remember.
If I remember correctly, I think it was just stalled out, and then it wasn't the preview, the depth of field preview wasn't working, and I think that occasionally would trip the shutter. I remember Justin was working on it at the time, and he was telling me about it. I was just like, ooh. And he was like, oh yeah, your buddy really goofed up his camera. And I'm like, no, we did that. I mean, there's no way.
I didn't do anything.
No, I know that's what I was saying. Like, there's no way you did it. Like,
that son of a bitch.
I was like, you've seen the quality of work that we sent out. Like, this should not come as a surprise. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, did I tell you about that one lady? I think she was in Philadelphia, and she FaceTimed me because I was like apparently ahead of, human resources or something.
Oh, nice.
So all the customers get a hold of me and stuff. And we talked for like 30 minutes. She was trying to explain what was wrong with her camera. And like, I was trying to help her out, but there was like only so much that I'm allowed to do. And I was like, really, what you need to do is just tell me that it's not working so you can send it back and we'll send you a new one. And that's kind of what was happening. But
what
then
was the camera?
I think it was a TLB. I think, or something kind of like lower tier, in the realm of kind of how he priced him out at.
Yeah.
So then we sent her another one, and that one also wasn't working. And then I talked to her again. I was like, okay, send that one back. We're going to send you another one. And I didn't even like ask Peter first. I was like, we're just going to do that. Yeah. And then I talked to Peter, and I was like, dude, it wasn't working again. And he's like, I tested it. I'm like, all right. And he's like, I think you should test this next one. I'm like, yeah. And that was like, I think my like second to last week there. Like, I was pretty much done there. Nice. So, and then he gives me one off the shelf, and the lens mount had a bunch of like rust on it, and the prism was just like full of like mold.
Fungus. Yeah.
And I was like, I showed it to him. He's like, oh, this one should be excellent condition. I showed it to him, like, yeah. And he's like, oh, but can you just like, he literally was just like, can you just, I was like, what does that mean? What is
wipe the rust off?
Just wipe it off. I'm like, that's not how it works. Oh, that was fun. Good times. But yeah, I don't know.
Did the lady get a working camera?
Yeah. So I spent like the back half of the day just like cobbling together enough parts of a TLB to send it out to her. It's just like, oh, it was terrible. But anyway.
That's the grit that gets you to where you are now.
Yeah. That's
with your den of garbage.
I feel at home in my garbage.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's okay. I don't know. Did you see my desk though? Because I took apart a couple of the iPods the other day. So I've got like iPod stuff over there. and then just
I don't know.
camera
There's
stuff.
every time I see a picture of it, it's aesthetically, it does something for me.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad, because all I hear is people are like, "Oh, how do you find anything in this mess?" And I'm like, "I don't know. My brain works weird." It's just,
I don't know. It looks cool.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
man. Appreciate that.
Like you look like you're doing shit.
Trying to, yeah, trying to.
Yeah.
So yeah, my next question was why film, but you kind of answered that in your first question. So good job.
Nice.
Terrible interview.
Throwing you for a fucking curveball.
Is there anyone that like famous photographer or non-famous photographer that like inspires you, or like something you want to like replicate, someone you want to replicate your work off of, or just anything more generally that you find inspiring?
I feel like that's something I need to work on. I need to buy some photo books. I don't know. I just no one specifically, but like cool street photos on color film just get me stoked to shoot.
Oh, did I tell you about this is actually exactly something I think you dig. It's a short film. I think it's like 27 minutes long, called Antonyms of Beauty.
That sounds cool.
But the dude who does that does some really good street photography in New York, and it's all in color. What's his name? Khalik Allah. I'll send you a link to the video, but I definitely recommend checking it out. Yeah, okay, I think you'd get a kick out of it.
Hell yeah.
What's he shoot? Yeah, so he's got a lot of cameras, but in the little video, he's got like bits of it are shot in Super 8, it looks like.
Oh, word.
Yeah, then others it's like stills and stuff, and he does like a lot of voiceover bit, and it's just like him having a conversation with the homeless man, it sounds like. Yeah.
I like really contrasty, like gritty black and white. Let's get some lighting going on in here. Oh, except I'm backlit now.
I was thinking about that today. I was like, I need to have like a better looking setup. I think this is a good trial run.
Oh yeah.
You know, you just Gage, so you just whatever. But when I talk to real people that matter, you know.
Yeah. When the professional Alex King.
Yeah, when I kick
in, wear a suit.
Yeah. Not a sweaty Carhartt, you know.
Yeah.
Good.
Ditch the hat.
Yeah, exactly. It'd just be like I'll have like the professional mic set up and just like, hello, we are here today, joined with an actual photographer, not my dumb friend Gage.
And then you have like a little like thing on the side where you're able to like cue like sound effects, zany little like.
And it'll just be like a pause. I think I got like a little schmutz on my screen there.
Oh.
Which isn't surprising.
That's disgusting.
It's terrible. I was like, there's just like a lot of weird light artifacting happening. I think it's just because.
Yeah, it was like some weird like.
It's a filter. It's a creative decision. Okay.
Yeah, a organic filter.
This is the haze, Alex Hayes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are all of the cameras you've shot with? And then also, let me see if I can remember off the top of my head here. Because I think I know. So
you probably know.
FTB.
Yes.
QL. QL. Okay.
Are they all QLs?
Yes.
Because that just designates that they're quick load, right?
Yeah, which is the dumbest system of all time.
It didn't work.
No, it never works. It's stupid. I hate it. Don't get me started. I know Marcella has the A1, but I don't know if you shot with that. But you had the F1.
Yep.
You had the XA2?
XA, just the OG one.
Just the XA? Okay. I have like 4 of those. I don't know if I told you that. Siri. None of them work.
Wait, sorry. Siri interrupted me. She's listening. You said XAs don't work?
No, I have 4 of them.
Oh, the OG XA?
Yeah, like none of them work.
Oh.
But like enough of each one of them works that I might be able to make 2 that work. I just have to like cobble them together.
Mine, I think the rangefinder patch was off a little bit, like the calibration.
Yeah.
Because like, unless I stopped down, it was never in focus.
Yeah. Perfect.
And the little door on the front was like cracked partially, so it wasn't like a quick like whoosh, take a picture. It was like a take it out and kind of like finagle it. Yeah. It was cool though.
Oh yeah,
no, to like put it in my pocket. It was super sick.
I think that'd be pretty easy to replicate and to remake something very little like that. The electronics are super basic on it, but one day, maybe.
Would you make that?
Yeah.
Why not?
Plastic lens, simple electronics, plastic housing for everything.
I feel like it's a glass lens, is it not?
Pretty sure it's plastic. I think like the front element is plastic. I think there's a mid element that's glass. I'll have to recheck. Of course, I'm going to say that and get flamed by somebody who's like, actually, it's all glass.
XA lover 35.
Yeah. You fool.
Olympus King 79.
You fool. I found out.
Actually.
Actually. Let's see. And then there was the 6.7 and the M6. Is that?
Yeah.
Did you have a Bessa for a minute?
No. Or something? I had a. It's still probably my favorite camera, but after the M6, but I had a Konica Hexar AF.
That's what it was. I remember you had a digital thing like that, or electrical thing.
Electronic thing. It was the combination of the XA and that camera that made me get the Leica.
Gotcha. Interesting. Because that was my next question of why did you get a Leica? I kind of know, but why did you settle with the M6 and all that?
Well, so first it was like I really enjoyed the rangefinder focusing on the XA, even though it didn't really work. But the idea of that was cool. I dug that. And then the Konica, it was the same shooting experience. It was kind of like a G1 or G2. Like it operated the same as that.
Mm-hmm.
But when Konica made that camera, they ripped off, or supposedly, they copied the Summicron. Allegedly. Copied the Summicron and put it in an autofocus system. And it looked like a Leica rangefinder. And it was kind of hefty and like, I think it's made out of titanium or zinc or something. So it was like, it's a good like chunk of thing. And the viewfinder was huge, like super clear, and it had parallax correction and everything. And it was a great camera and I loved it. But I took a trip to San Diego and that's all I shot. And it was so much fun and I loved it. But I was like, there's moments where it missed autofocus. And so like there was like moments that I missed that I was really bummed about. And like there's all this added shit on top. And like I just kept it in I think I shot it in just fully auto. But there was moments that I missed because of the autofocus being just a little bit slow.
Yeah.
And so after that trip, I was kind of like, okay, like what's going to give me a similar experience to that, but be fully manual like my F1, because that thing's built like a tank. And I like that a lot. And the Konica had a 35 millimeter lens, which anyway, I think I want a 35 millimeter lens again. It's too dark in here. Huh? Hold on. Oh, this isn't that dark. Just hold. Now I look like way too. Anyway.
No, dude, you're good. Because I get the sunset is like right here.
That's beautiful.
Except when it's setting, it's just like right in my eyeballs. Oh, it's terrible.
Well, now it's
like really top lit. Nice raccoon in there. It's good.
That's all right. It hides my natural bags.
It's luggage.
Luggage.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it had a 35, but I was shooting a 28 on my F1, and I really liked the 28 focal length. So I was like, okay, I want to get a rangefinder, a mechanical rangefinder that can shoot 28. So first I look at Leicas, and I'm like, oh my God, they're so expensive. And the only camera that has a 28 millimeter frame lines is the M6 and the M4P. M4P does not have a light meter though, and at the time I was like, I can't do it without a light meter. So like I would have to do the M6, but I'm not going to spend that kind of money. So then I start looking at more affordable things like the Canon P and those range. Yeah. Some people swear by them, but they look, yeah.
Dude, Nick had one at the shop. He's like, oh, can you take a look at this?
Yeah.
And I took the front plate off, and whatever, like the housing, it's not the mirror box, but it's whatever the mirror box is on other cameras. So I took that all out, and the shutter just like
disintegrated.
It just blew up at me.
That's amazing.
Because it was having like this weird bouncing issue where you'd fire it at like 1/1000th of a speed, and it would come bounce out a little bit and then resettle. So it was like just the corner or the half, like a little portion of the frame really would be like half a stop overexposed. And I could tell that. I was like, oh, that is very odd. So I tried tightening it up a little bit, and that didn't work. So I kind of loosen it back. There's no literature on the internet for like what it needs to be set at. So then I was like, oh, maybe I'll just see if there's some blockage in there or something like that. Yeah. And then it just,
damn.
And I tried so hard to get it put back together. I just like looked at it. I'm like, whatever amount of time I spend on this, it'd be more affordable to just buy a new one,
a whole new camera,
because it's just not even worth it for me.
Yeah,
at all. So I told him that, and he was just like, oh bro, that sucks. I was like, I don't know, like I've never worked on that. Was another one that was just like, I don't really want to touch it. He's like, oh no, it's all good, don't even worry about it, bro. And I'm like,
all right, here we go.
Okay. And then that happened. I'm like, ugh!
Oh my God. What was that like? So did you do that at home, or were you still in the shop when you did that?
Oh no, I did that at home. Yeah. I did most of the stuff at home.
I could have gone through the option of like getting an external viewfinder and gotten something, but I was like, I don't want to, because I have a way of doing things where I'll be like, you know, I'll just get this thing and it'll satisfy me.
Yeah.
Never does. And I end up buying the other thing anyway. So then I have to sell this other thing that I bought as a surrogate to that thing. And I hate selling things because I can never get what I paid for. And just the whole ordeal is awful. But so, yeah, anyway, so long story short, ultimately I was going to get like a Voigtlander Bessa or something.
Right.
But they're very expensive too, like extremely expensive. In hindsight, maybe I should have gotten a Bessa. I don't know. But I sold some shit, which I hate doing, but I did it to get this camera, and I got it, and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the right call for you, because I think it's one of those cameras that like doesn't really scratch my itch per se.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like a camera. Like you're pretty much good. It's kind of like what we're talking about, like with getting the X-Pan or something like that. Like something it's something you're striving for a while, and it's like a sense of completion. It's a pretty well-rounded system.
Yeah.
And it seems to be like it's fitting a lot of like the, I don't know, constraints that you have for what you want out of a camera.
Well, I think especially what I like, because even with like musical gear and stuff, like I'll have like effects pedals and stuff that can do like a bazillion things. And what I end up doing is like choosing one thing that it does really well and only using that, like using 10% of that thing.
Right.
So like cameras with like a bunch of cool settings, like aperture priority, shutter. Yeah, literally that.
Yeah. Yep.
I would probably keep it in one mode and not use anything else.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think that's why I like the Leica, because you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't even have a shutter lock. I don't know what you're paying for, but it doesn't have a shutter lock.
Dude, I don't know why, but lately that's been like a big selling point on me with cameras, is like, does it have a shutter lock? Nope, I don't want it. I don't want it.
That's the thing too, though. I don't know why, but like with my F1, I would forget to put the shutter lock on a lot, and I would burn frames. I've never accidentally hit. Like, hold on, let me go get it. Yeah, even though it's like, you know, like an SLR camera has the prism on top, you would think that it would be hard to trigger that.
Yeah.
This being completely flat, I've never burned a frame on this camera.
Is it sitting in the middle of the advance lever there?
Yeah.
Okay, tight. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's cool.
I burned a frame on the 6.7 not too long. That was like right after my car broke down, and I like got into Brookings like super late at night.
Yeah.
And I like just grabbed the 6.7 off the counter, I think, and just I was like, I think I had a roll of like Agfa in there.
Oh.
And like the roll turned out really well. It's just like a black frame. I'm just like,
I'm gonna be real honest. I kind of hate the Pentax 6.7.
Dude. Okay. Okay. Let's get into this next question, because this kind of plays into this.
Okay.
Because I kind of agree with you, but also I've got another anecdote.
I don't hate it. I hate it for what I do. It doesn't make any sense. I should have never bought it.
Yes and no, but I'm glad you bought it, because then that made me buy it, and now I don't want one.
Oh no.
But okay, so of all of the cameras you've shot and like have kind of played around with, whatever, is there anything about them that you like or dislike in particular that's like kind of exclusive to those? Like if you could build a dream camera and you could port over different features from these other cameras, what would you want to do?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. I love the A1s. Like through the viewfinder, you're able to see all your settings and like the meter reading and everything. The LCD, like, yeah, that's so cool. Like when I got Marcella that camera, I was like, oh my God, this is.
Do you have, or does she have a user manual for that?
No.
Okay, because I have like 40 of them, so I'll mail one down to you. I keep thinking about that, but you can see in, maybe it's not the user manual, but in the repair manual, you get the full readout of all of the different things the LED screen will say, and all of like the points of failure and stuff like that. And one time, well, actually not one time, consistently, I could get it to read out things that it wasn't even supposed to read out, because I would short out the microcomputer.
Whoa.
So no big deal.
Frankensteining some shit.
You know, I'm pretty intelligent.
Could you make it spell out boobs?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, okay, I love that. I think that's so sick. So that pretty much, okay, everything about the Leica minus the film loading, like the whole loading film in the M6 is it's more difficult than it needs to be.
Yeah.
Like the first 2 rolls I shot in the camera, I destroyed because I fucked it up when I loaded it. Now I can load it quick and it's no problem. I can load it, maybe not in my sleep, but thereabout.
Yeah.
But like, if I were to like let someone borrow the camera that's, you know, only ever shot with like an A1 or something, they would not be able to load the camera without looking something up, because it's so overly complicated and stupid. Whereas if it was like the F1 or like any other SLR, or even like Bessa has it right, where it's a back, you fucking thread it through and fucking advance it and you're good to go. This, it's like such a toss up, because it like goes into it's like they call it like a flower or something. I forget what or like a tulip. Tulip. That's what they call it. And it's just like it almost feels like the same material that like the film strip is made out of, like that like plastic. It's like the same stuff, but it's like it's shaped like that, and then you have to like thread the film in and advance it and make sure it catches.
Right.
It's so annoying. There's no like, oh, and then like, I wish I didn't have film in here so I could show you, but it's so frustrating. So I wish I had an M6 that had an LCD readout in the viewfinder with like normal loading system. Although taking the little plate on the bottom feels very fucking cool.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
In public, you're just like fucking. Yeah.
No big deal.
No big deal. Yeah, you
Just
hold it in your
reloading
mouth.
my Leica.
Yeah.
Did you see? This is a Leica.
Yes. Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
I'm here. Hello. Yes. Thank you. Please hold the applause.
Nobody fucking knows what it is, nor do they care.
No.
They're like,
Well,
oh, that's. Please don't take a picture of me. Or
Yeah.
what is that? What is that around your neck?
Yeah.
No one cares.
No, dude. Nobody really cares.
Anyone who thinks. Yeah, the only other people that care are like people that are into Leicas, and those
Right.
people are awful.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But no, like for instance, the other day, someone who shoots film, they had like an OM1 or something, and I had my camera with me, and they saw it and like, oh, that's a cool camera. Is that like a point and shoot or something? And I was like, no. I was like,
It's a little cheaper than a point and shoot.
yeah. I didn't elaborate. I wasn't like, actually. No, I was just like, no, it's like mechanical. And they were like, oh, cool. Nice. Well, this is my Olympus. And I was like, hey, it's really cool, man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, this OM2 though is pretty
Primo?
I'm kind of liking it.
The Olympuses are sick. I
Yeah.
really want that that half frame.
Oh,
one.
the pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty sick. Have you seen my half frame?
I think you have shown me. Yes. It's
What's
like
that?
yeah, you've shown me that. It's cool.
I like how small it is, but I don't trust it at all.
What is that? What's the designation on that bad boy?
It's a Canon Demi 2.8.
Demi. That's cool. So does the lens stay recessed like that?
Yeah,
That's cool.
this is it. The whole deal. The 17 is much better. Like it looks a little bit more like a QL 17.
Yeah.
I kind of like this. It's just broken as hell. But I got it for like $20, so I can't be too mad. I just need to shoot with it more, and I don't. But the advanced lever is like so adorable. Look at this thing.
That's cool. I love it.
It's so goofy.
I like that Olympus pen though.
Oh yeah.
Because it's an SLR. And
Yeah.
it's portrait orientation, which is cool.
Most half frame stuff is.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of my buddies who lives up in Washington, I think, has a pen. And he's like, oh, I need you to fix it sometime. So we might get together soonish, and I might get my hands on one. So I'll let you know what it's like. I don't think I can fix it though, to be honest, but it'd be kind of cool.
The shutter's weird from my understanding. It's circular. And so it rotates.
Yeah.
And it's like a metal disc.
Yeah,
I
think you're right. I'll have to look into that.
Which is weird.
I should probably know that before I agree to fixing it.
You're gonna be like, whoa,
whoa! I've never seen this before. This isn't like an 81.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. Where's the tungsten wire?
I don't get that joke, but I'll laugh.
That's okay. Let me see if I have one. Yeah, here we go.
Of course you do, in arm's reach.
There's a little wire that runs along the camera there. Might be easier to see from this.
You know, the first time I saw the top plate of a camera removed was from one of your Instagram things. Oh. What was that? Did it
This
shoot?
is like, yeah, it's actually worked. This has not worked.
Whoa. Sometimes you got to let things marinate, dude. Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. That's really good that works, because I
Dude.
was about to give up on it.
Dude,
I've not touched that for like a month, to be honest.
throw a top plate on that puppy and give it a pen fucking service. Send it packing, dude.
It's good.
$220.
It fires. It's fine.
No body caps.
No, you don't need
nothing. No lens, just the body.
It fires. The shutter doesn't open, but it fires. That's all you need to know.
Film is in camera.
Speaking of film, what is your favorite film stock, and why is it still Kodak Color Plus?
Okay, I love Color Plus, and I was shooting a lot of Color Plus, and I still have a lot of Color Plus. But lately I've been kind of so I was like going ham on the Color Plus and like telling everybody like, oh, you like Portra? Try the Color Plus.
It's your Color Plus.
Yeah. And I got some people addicted to Color Plus. And then I went to New York in December, and it was dark, and the city it just casted a lot of shadows. And I had a very not good time with Color Plus in New York, as you might imagine.
Yes.
Although
your shots that you got back were really good. So I think that should be put out. They came out
okay.
But you didn't feel good about them. And that almost matters more.
Yeah. Like shooting quickly with a rangefinder camera at f2 is kind of like scary, especially on the street, like trying to quickly compose things. And I surprised myself shooting. I was like, I fucked that up. But when they came back, I was actually pretty stoked. But lately I've been shooting 800 ISO films. Like I was shooting Portra 800, which I think Color Plus and Portra 800 are like, those are them. Mm-hmm. And then you can't get like Kodak film at all. So right now I have some Lomo 800 in here.
Nice. Okay.
Which is cool.
Which is just gold 800, but yeah, for sure.
But if I could get like an 800 ISO film that looked like Color Plus, it would be a wrap. Like
I do wonder if you were to take Lomo 800 and cross-process it with ECN2 developing, if it would give you the same kind of punchy colors as Color Plus gets naturally.
Ooh.
I have
ECN2.
Yeah, so that's the motion picture.
Oh my God, why? Fuck you, Siri. No, I don't. No, stop.
You said my name?
She was like, and then it started typing out, fuck you. No, stop. But what is ECN2?
One Wolf Lomography 800 left.
School me.
So ECN2 is the motion picture developer.
Oh.
And it's like fairly similar to C41, except for minor differences. I think there's more steps in ECN2, but I think if you develop C41 and ECN2, everything minus the remjet removal, because obviously C41 film doesn't have remjet, I think it gives you a very interesting look.
Acquiring like ECN2 chemicals and stuff, can you get that through like Cinestill or?
Probably, but if you send it into like Darkroom or something, they have ECN2 chems. So it shouldn't be too difficult. You just say, like, I want this cross process or something. You probably have to reach out to them first.
Hey, yeah. Interesting.
Figure it out. There's something else I was going to say. Oh, the 6.7. So the other night, Sunday night, went on a photo walk with a bunch of like people here. And somebody was like, oh, I want to shoot medium format. And then someone else was like, oh, I'll bring a 6.7. And so they're like kind of passing the 6.7 around, like shooting with it, like, oh, this is so cool, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I had like my Mamiya with me, and I was just like, this is so much better.
Way better. That camera's so cool.
Dude, it's like in seeing them with the 6.7 made me realize how much I like the Mamiya even more. I don't know. I took the 6.7 out the other day when me and my buddy were making pies, and I showed him like how to shoot with it and stuff. And I think that was the most fun that I've had with it since I got it.
Yeah.
But even then, I was just kind of like, I like the lens a lot. I just don't really like the rest of it.
The lenses, the 55 is pretty cool. If I had a 55, I'd probably be more stoked on it. But I don't know. It's also just, it's massive.
And for the stuff that it sounds like you want to do, it's not good.
No.
For that at all. Because it's like, that's the only camera you can bring. And then you have to bring a bunch of film with you because you're only getting 10 shots a roll. It's just, the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
I would love to get like a Mamiya, or I don't know why I'm so hung up on the Yashica 124G, the matte.
I think you'd like that. It's like the little smaller footprint. It's a lot lighter and stuff like that. I think,
and they're still like affordable. They're kind of like, they're getting to the like sub $300 range, which kind of blows. But yeah, maybe I'll sell my Pentax. I still have it. I haven't even made an attempt to sell it, which is my problem.
I think you should give it like an honest last hurrah. I want to see you try and make a video of just like taking it out one final trip. What is the perfect trip with your 6.7? And then a little like road trip or something. You just like, you'd really try your hardest to like it. And at the end, you're just like, fuck this noise. And then sell it. Or something. I don't know. Because I think I'll probably do the same with mine, to be honest.
That would be cool. If we did a duo video, go back and forth. And at the end, we both list them up on eBay. Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Dude, fucking Target was, I don't know if they're still selling it. Maybe they are. Selling a Hero 8 GoPro for $100.
It's not bad.
It's great.
Yeah. So I think I have the 7, the silver 7 or whatever.
They're all kind of the same, aren't they?
Kind of, yeah. I don't really like mine too much, to be honest. Like the video quality is like meh. But I've got the little cold shoe, hot shoe adapter thing.
Put on your camera.
I'd rather just use the camcorder or use my M6 or something and film it. But it just feels like a really weird middle ground. It's like shooting with your phone, but not.
Yeah. I just hate, I don't know how you do it. I've seen you do it where you're just juggling like 5 cameras.
Don't be me, man. Don't be me.
So like, it's like the last thing, like it goes back to like the whole, like why I'm using this and why I like it so much is just because it does one thing. And so like, I see the GoPro and it's like, it does one thing. Yeah. And you hit record.
Yeah. And you could just slot it right on your cold shoe or your hot shoe there. Keep saying that. Cool. Yeah. I think that'd be tight. Again, I think that would probably work better for stuff you want to do. Just for me, it's like, I look at the footage, I'm like, I can do better.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So, also moving forward then, where would you like your work to go exactly? Like if you had to, I don't know, what's your 5-year plan? Or like not even 5-year. What are things that you want to invest more of your time and passion into?
Being like purely photography.
Start with that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I want to hear the rest of your stuff, but we'll start with photography.
When we were in New York, it was just like gold mine out there. Like it was like there's so much to shoot here, and I never experienced that where I'm living. And so I've been kind of, after that, it's been just kind of a dry period, and like I'm seeing friends like do getting paid to do like to shoot like events and stuff, and it's like I would love to do that because it's like street, but I'm getting paid. But I don't know. I think I need to move to a place that is more conducive to what I want to shoot, because I really haven't been shooting a whole lot. And the most I shoot is when I bring my camera to work, which I haven't done recently, which I need to do. But just like shooting my everyday life shit, which no one really cares about other than myself, you know?
Okay, but yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I don't know. But like, not that any of that matters either. Like, I feel like I don't really know where I would present it, you know? Maybe that's something I should give some thought. I've been a little unmotivated when it comes to photography lately. And this is kind of like, you're getting my juices flowing right now, which is exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like, I'm gonna bring it to work tomorrow, which I haven't done in a while. I'm gonna throw a flash on it and I'm gonna just fucking run and gun.
What flash do you have? Again, you got the little weird guy, yeah?
Yeah, I have, okay, so hold on. I have two. Oh, I have this guy, which is from my Konica.
Yes.
When I sold the Konica, I kept this because it's cool. It's super simple.
And it's tiny.
It has little rules on the back. It just tells you what to do. But then I also have a Fuji. It's for like their digital cameras. It's like it's a copy of the Contax flash that goes on like the G series cameras.
Oh yeah, like the other little weird guy.
Yeah, it works identical to that, and that's really cool. But I don't know why it eats batteries like a motherfucker. So
interesting.
Every time I take it out, I have to put a new pair of batteries in it because the recharge rate is like forever.
Really?
Otherwise, yeah. Which maybe I'm using the wrong batteries. Maybe I need to get like some better batteries. Maybe because I'm using like cheap Amazon fucking AAAs.
Amazon yeah, they suck. They're
trash.
Yeah, like I've gotten them out of the packaging and they're not at a full 1.5 volts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that's probably my problem.
Yeah. Somebody went on a bathroom break and didn't check the quality of the batteries. How dare they?
Somebody took their bottle piss break.
Somebody dumped their piss bucket, and now I've got bad batteries.
Shorted out all my batteries.
Stupid.
That's so tragic.
Yeah.
I love how they were like, no, this doesn't happen. This isn't a thing. And then somebody like leaked some like internal like Amazon emails and like pictures of flyers that they had that was like, when you're leaving your truck, remember other people use these trucks. Please remove all food items, urine bottles. And it was just like, oh, that's a real thing.
Yeah. Well, it's a bottle, not a bucket, so it's totally different. We're civilized people. We have
there's a cap. There's a cap, yeah.
Yay. Yay.
What happens when you're mid piss and like you're getting to the top of the bottle?
You got to clench it off, dude. That's the thing.
That's just fucking.
It's the worst, and you're really gambling at that point too, because like you have to imagine whatever, like say you got like a bottle of like Gatorade or something, right?
Yeah.
And you drank that. You had to drink that to empty it, right? Yep. And so now you have that liquid plus whatever other liquids are in your body, in your system.
Yeah.
Which is going to be more than the bottle that was
75% water, right?
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. The math just doesn't add up on that unless you have like other bottles with you that you can quickly transfer. But then that begs the question of why do you have so many bottles there? You know?
That is a strange question.
Yeah. I don't know. As somebody
that does have a large deal like this on hand.
That actually looks pretty good right now because I am like I've been drinking water, but I'm still like feeling that thirst, you know. So some tea sounds good. And also I got this stuff to put back together.
Oh Lord. Anyway, I keep derailing.
No, dude, you're good. I was kind of hoping that would be what this is, because otherwise it just feels like ask and answer questions, you know. But yeah, my final question is I don't know, is there anything you would like to promote, I guess, or is there anything like lately that you've been seeing that like, oh, I want to talk about this, or and it doesn't have to be photography wise, just could be life related, music or film or random stories.
I don't really have anything to promote since I'm shadow banned. I think that's another thing.
Are you still shadow banned?
I'm pretty sure. Let's check. It like I found it in my Instagram eventually, where like on my profile, it says like apparently I hold on. Let's see. Account. Sorry. Hold on.
Oh, you're good.
Account status. Here we go. Your content has been removed for going against our guidelines. And so my story went against their guidelines because, so it said, we remove, when it comes to sensitive topics like this, we want to support our community. We've gathered some resources that may be helpful.
What?
Post encouraging or promoting self-injury, which includes suicide and cutting. So apparently at some point, I don't recollect it happening, but apparently I posted something on my story that was promoting self-injury. And then I even did a request for them to audit that, and they doubled down and they're like, nah, yeah, you did that. But I can't see what I posted.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't really care. Instagram kind of fucking sucks.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You don't have to tell me twice. They're removing like half my videos and stuff. It's like, oh, I'm like,
the Zuck.
Oh, it's stupid. Anyway.
The Zuck.
Yeah, and it's kind of, when that happens, it's kind of hard for me to like be motivated to post more stuff because I'm like, what's going to get taken down? And then also it's like, you get like 10 likes or something. It's kind of like, what's the point of this really? Outside of like for my own enjoyment, but more than anything, I just kind of enjoy making the stuff rather than posting.
Well, yeah, and you wanna see somebody enjoy something you created, like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
at least for them to be like, oh, cool,
yeah,
nice,
neat. I like it more when it's like videos of people or like with people or photos of people and with people, and like sharing that is more cool to me than anything else. Like if I take a good photo, it is cool for somebody like, oh, that's a good photo, but it's like, that's so, it's Instagram, you know, there's like
your videos
1,000.
are fun, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, they're always like just the right bit of just like, oh, that's adorable, or like, oh, his friends are very cool, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a good portal into your life.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
makes
that.
It look very exciting.
It's not, but I fooled you. Not even.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to plug.
I mean, it was kind of that was one of the questions. I was like, I guess this is what people usually ask at the end of reviews.
No,
whatever, but
that is a good question for somebody who's doing it, you know.
Yeah.
I would like to be doing it.
You were doing it, and now you're taking a little break from doing it.
Yeah.
So I think that's perfectly acceptable.
I think what I'm gonna do, I think I want to sell the Pentax.
Okay.
I like my Fuji digital camera, I just don't ever use it. So I feel like I could sell that and be happier.
Okay.
Because I hate just idle things, you know, like like someone else could be using this and I could have some money in my pocket. And maybe I could get like I don't know. I do really like this lens, like the 28mm thing is pretty cool. So like I tell myself that I would get other lenses for the camera, but I'd probably end up just using that one.
Right.
Or a better 28mm. But yeah, maybe I'll sell the Pentax, buy a Yashica matte, and a Pen F, because I could with all that money. Oh yeah.
I was also thinking the other day, we were talking about random cameras. What if you got something like this?
That would be cool.
Just a little SLR deal, Canon autofocus. They're like $10 and get like a little lens with it or whatever. Because this could be a really easy street photography camera.
Hell yeah. Autofocus, the whole deal. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, it's phallic. Damn, what's the zoom on that puppy?
It's a 55 to 200.
God damn.
Camera doesn't work though, but I have one that does work. It's a Rebel XS that I really like. This one.
Is that like the silver one?
No, that's the XTI, I think. And those are
pretty sick.
I like them a lot. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel weird about them. Like, it looks. I'm sure they're great. They're probably way better than. They're way better than this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
undoubtedly.
So like, I don't know.
I always liked them because they just always worked.
They work.
I like the battery port in them. I like the data readout on the back.
Yeah.
I think is nice because it's like the precursor to just having the straight up
a
screen there.
Yeah.
I also like the flash, the way that it popped up and the housing of it. I enjoyed, and just the size overall. It's like this big. It feels like, and it feels super lightweight and very like the hand grip on there is so deep. Like you can get like your whole hand
in there. Oh, do it a little slower. Very nice.
This is the only part of the interview that I'm going to keep, by the way. It's just,
that's it.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Me being blasted by light.
And me just...
The old reach around, dude. But no, I don't know. I think my complaint, I think, is, and I might sound like an idiot, but I think it makes it too easy.
No, I agree with you. I actually 100% agree with you. That's kind of how I feel with the F4, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so as much as I hate the Maxim 9000 because it has the stupidest fucking advanced level of all time, but it's an autofocus camera.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me. The F4, especially on that like high cluster speed, you can just fire the entire 36 exposure roll immediately and not even know. Whereas something like a Spotmatic, for instance. Have I shown you the H3?
No.
Oh my god, this camera.
Ooh.
This is the most beautiful thing. You have to manually reset the frame counter every time.
Oh, that's like I think the M2 is like that as well.
I don't speak Leica. I can only speak poor person, so you have to.
But I see. I love those those Pentax lenses.
Yeah, the M42s.
Yes, with the big, like it's like the same build quality as the like the same construction as like the Pentax lenses.
It's just straight up metal, but this also has no light meter, so I have to stop and meter everything or like have that in mind. And it is just a really stinking solid camera.
Oh, it looks pretty minty too.
Oh, this is in pristine condition. I have this one too. This is the S1.
Ooh.
This one only has a 1/500. This goes up to 1/1000. So anyway,
What happened to Pentax? Why were they so dope and then they just fell off?
I think they still make some digital cameras, but they just didn't transition as well. They were like the OG. I think this was like one of the very first SLRs that was imported to the United States.
Really?
Yeah. So they imported it under Honeywell and also Highland. So two electronic companies that Asahi owned. So
it's
the whole thing.
It's strange to me. Why is it that there's so many camera manufacturers from Japan? Like, why is that the case? Like majority, and then like some German shit too.
Yeah.
But like,
so I think it just goes down to people willing to work on like precision machinery and things.
Yeah.
And I think that the American camera company, maybe there was more than one. I think Honeywell made some cameras, but for the most part, it was like Argus.
Oh, the name. Even the name is like, we don't make quality items.
No. And then Kodak made some cameras, but that was obviously not their focus. I think the idea was that somewhere like Germany is kind of more tailored to making like watches, making like luxury stuff. So it's like, this makes sense. We'll make luxury camera things there. I think Japan, there was something about the quality of glass or the sand. They can make the best glass for whatever reason.
Interesting.
So I think that kind of minted into that. I'm trying to remember what else is there. Yeah, there was something else about Japan in particular, but my boss Peter would say stuff about it, but it just always sounded very racist. It's Japanese, so like I guess it was not that bad, but I feel like if I was to repeat it, it would not come across that way. So just gonna, but I don't know. Just avoid that. I don't know. I think it's just a matter of there was the industry there for it. So.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, then there's like Soviet cameras, and they're great.
Yeah, for sure. End call.
Well, you have the Keep 60.
That's true.
Is it pretty cool?
No, it's garbage. What I need to do with that, I don't know if I told you this, but I was going to put new skins on it.
Yeah.
And then sell it and then donate all the money to.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I was going to do the same with the Canonet here. I was going to redo this skin so that way it also matches and sell it.
Is there green and yellow skin on there?
Yeah, because there was this Kodak Pan X.
Okay.
That I really liked the layout of the color scheme, and it was like this green and like this yellow.
Yeah.
And I thought it looked really cool.
To replicate on the
And I think I like this, but I don't like it with the paler silver. Like if this was like black or like a darker color, I would dig it more. Yeah. But it's just like two bright colors mixed with another bright color. Just kind of seems very weird.
Mm-hmm. There's a time that I was like when early on in my like film camera interest, there'd be like the crazy like paint jobs.
Yeah, with the really camera and stuff.
Really crazy leatherettes, like fucking dragon scales and shit. Yeah. And I'd be like, oh yeah, that's what I need.
It doesn't do much for me now. I like looking at it, it's like kind of cool, but people pay like way too much money for stuff like that. A lot. And it does like nothing for it.
When people like do a really good job, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, man. I feel like it kind of goes back to something I was talking about in another video where using the camera for less of a tool of creation and more of as a tool for perception, how people perceive you. And now if you're somebody that's like toting around the Leica being like, look, I have a Leica, like my opinion matters, my photos are going to be good. Oh my god, is that a Leica? Do you have a Leica? No way. Is that oh my god, is that an M6 Leica? That's insane.
Yeah, it says it right there. Actually,
I see that actually. Is that a Lights?
Yeah, actually it is.
God, could you tell me more about it, please?
Yeah. Oh, the beard. Literally has never happened to me ever.
Dude, it's the same thing with like working out. You always think like, oh, if I get really jacked, like the babes will just be magnetized to me. They don't care at all. They're just like, you sweat a lot. That's awesome. Stop ripping out of all of your clothes, please.
Oh my damn.
Just every time I move.
No, but yeah, you're totally right. Like, at the end of the day, it is just a box that captures light, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I think though, if it's something that like, because there was something to be said about like if you look at something and it fills you with joy, you feel more inclined to create with it. So if it's something that is servicing to you, then that's fine.
Yeah, that's what this is. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. But I do feel like a lot of people that are willing to spend that amount of money to get something to look a certain way may be doing it more for the self-promotional aspect. And maybe that's just me being cynical, but
no, I think you're totally right. And like ultimately people can do whatever the hell they want.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I think there's something to be said about like it's more annoying when somebody buys something like exorbitantly expensive, and then they have to like rationalize it to you, like, oh well,
Yeah.
listen, there's fairy dust in it.
Yeah. It's like,
no, you just like it, and that's
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Like, you can like it. You spent the money. You can like it.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like this weird, like seeking approval by trying to like feign disinterest in something. It's like you clearly are very interested in it because you spent this money. But at the same time, it's like, I also don't want to like have to be there to support you in this poor decision that you made, financially speaking. Because again, like you don't have to buy the $1,000+ Leica.
Don't. Don't. Do not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Don't.
Like,
I love it.
Yeah.
But don't.
You just buy
like a Canonette.
Buy this.
Or that, yeah.
Don't buy this because this is broken. But yeah, actually, dude, I was shooting with a Canonette, a different one, today, and I was like, this isn't actually too bad. I don't like it that much, but I do like it. And then I've got this really disgusting.
Whoa.
This is a 19 that I've been working on. This is the one that looks like somebody wiped their ass with it, but.
Is that the one that had like weird growths on it or whatever, or like burns?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it.
So kind of cleaned it off.
You cleaned it up, yeah.
I tried and sand it down a bit, and then I put new lettering in there, so it's red now.
Nice.
It's not very nice. I need to get rid of it. But yeah, like this.
Yeah.
I think I have. I don't know. Probably had another Canonette top that looks normal for contrast, but you get it. You get what I'm saying.
Those are great cameras, man.
Yeah, it's like super tiny.
It's perfect. Any of those like small rangefinders from the different companies are sick.
Yeah, the Ashika ME is pretty tight too. I have one of those buried somewhere here, and that's like real tiny. Has rounded out corners. It's really cute.
That's cool.
The XA, if I can get it working, I'll be pretty happy with that. The Minolta TC1 is really tight. I think it's like very tiny.
TC1.
Yeah, it's Minolta like TC. I think it's a titanium body. It's like.
Is that the point and shoot?
Yes and no. I think it is kind of a point and shoot, but it does have manual features.
Oh yeah, the TC1. That's fucking hot.
Yeah, it's
they're expensive though. Ugh.
Yeah.
But a 28mm lens. Ooh.
Yeah. Nick had me look at one and put new lights.
I think I saw that camera.
So I shot a roll through it. Yeah. And the focus, or I guess the viewfinder, was just really gnarly. Like there was a bunch of dust back there. So like, do you want me to take that apart and clean it? And he's like, oh no, it should be fine. And then he ended up selling it for way too much money. It was like, oh my God. Whatever. Teach their own, dude.
I do want this lens, even though I was just saying I probably don't need another lens.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this Chinese company that's making reproductions of old lenses.
Okay.
And at like not even remotely affordable, but affordable compared to their Leica counterparts.
Right.
Like that's the other thing. Like once you buy the camera body, well, shit, now you have to buy a lens.
Yeah.
And unless you're buying like an old thread mount lens that you're adapting to the M system, you're still going to be dropping a lot of money on a lens, which is just,
right.
Don't.
Yeah, that was the thing with the R3 that I was messing with.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's a shit camera. But then also it's like this really exclusive lens mount, so that's going to be very expensive.
Yep.
And like in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it was like as expensive as I had anticipated, but still it's like
those R lenses are like, I've gone on eBay before and like seen Summicrons and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a great price for a Summicron. It's like, oh, it's an R lens. Fuck.
Yeah. It's absolutely terrible.
But yeah, they're called Light Lens Lab in China.
Okay.
They make a copy of the 8 element, which is like the first Summicron. That's very.
Yeah.
I want it. I want it so bad.
Do it then.
No, I. That's the thing. Like I said, I need to shoot with my camera. I can't just be buying shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. I think too, maybe if you had like some sort of like motivating goal to work towards, that would make it easier.
A project. I need a project.
Yeah, do a project. Do like do a photo book. Maybe like something called like Low and Wet or something like that.
Oh yeah. You know what you should do?
What? What should I do?
I got this grand idea. So like, you're like on the West Coast, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You ever thought of just like driving and like taking pictures and making a book and call it like something like West Coast Coastal Photography Drive?
Yeah. And it's ready to shoot.
I need to sell the Pentax and get a Yashica,
I think that is a good call. I would say still try to shoot like one final roll on it, knowing that this is the last roll you shoot through 6.7 for the time being, whatever.
Yes, I have a lot of film too, like 120 film that I need to do something with. So
yeah, give it a rip, see if you like it. Well, thanks, dude. I appreciate your time.
Dude,
this
it's
has
fun.
been 2 hours.
Was it?
That? I think so, something like that. I can't tell.
It's hope I. Oh, it's Marcella's name on here.
Yeah,
I just realized that. What the hell? Whatever. It's so funny. Yeah.
I hope this works. We'll see.
If the footage comes back.
Yeah, we'll see.
It should. I feel like it will.
If not, we'll just call you again.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
We'll fine tune it and be like, oh, we need to cut out all of this.
Yeah,
where you were talking, there was a lot of Gage talking. This is kind of a me thing. So
you only speak when I allow you to speak.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay. I talk. Yeah.
No, I thought
I've heard it before. It's okay.
Jeez. Tough crowd.
Yeah.
Man, you were great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I could have been better. I'm sorry.
No, dude, this was great. This honestly was good because this is way out of my comfort zone. Because first, like, people are gonna see my face, which is weird.
It is bizarre.
But also,
I'm getting used to it. Just kidding. No, you did a really good job, dude. Like, it felt easy. Like,
and that's I want it to be nice and free form. I know like talking with you is just the easiest thing in the world until we have like 10 conversations going. It's just bouncing around to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping that it'll be cool to do this with like other people who I don't know as well. But I do still think we should jump on every now and again and do updates. Especially if you get the Yashica, Matt, I want to hear about it. Or when I sell all of my things, I can, I don't know, buy something nice and we can talk about that.
What would it be?
I don't know yet. I don't know. Honestly, I pretty much have everything that I want. I would probably just
except for Leica M6.
Yeah. Well, I think we should just talk more so I could promote my new photo book. So.
Oh, this is true. Yeah. Even though I know no one.
Yes, I kind of went on like a road trip one time.
Oh, really? Where?
So like, you might not know what it's called, but it's this. People call it they say Pacific Coast Highway or something like that.
Oh, whoa! It sounds.
I've always called it the PCH just because like it's easier, you know.
Is that like somewhere in Europe or something?
No, it's actually here in America. Do you see? You know how there's like Arizona and then there's California. It's like right next to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so like on the edge of California, there's like this big like puddle, basically. Just think of like a giant.
I love
puddle.
Europe.
Yeah. And it's this road that just it just goes on this like
It's like
puddle.
Barcelona or something.
Yeah, man, it's pretty exotic.
Damn.
So it's just like this like self-exploration journey of me like trying to discover who I am, not only as like a photographer and as an artist, a creator, an innovator, someone that like someone that inspires others, like a true Renaissance man that I am. This is really visionary. This is just going to be like exploration of me exploring myself.
Mushrooms help, right?
Yeah, they really do. But honestly, what I've realized is that like the Greeks thought that like the earth revolved around the sun.
Yeah.
But they had it wrong, because you see, my genius just
no.
amidst so much gravitational force that everything actually revolves around me.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. So like I'm perfect. And I think this book will really exemplify me exploring my own perfection.
We aiming for like 200 pages this go around? Or?
Yeah, double hardcover, 200 pages. Yeah, it's going to be like a Big Mac book. So it's going to be cover, pages, cover, pages, cover.
Oh.
Kind of thing.
Is it going to be a centerfold too of you? Like just like fucking sprawling in the back of your Forerunner on the what do you call it? The PCH?
Yeah, it's the PCH.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I know it's going to be hard for you to remember, but
PCB.
No,
it's
PCH.
Very weird. Oh, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
It looked up PCH. You looked up PCH on the internet.
What's this internet you speak of? I've never heard of it. Is it something I created?
Probably.
Yeah, because
by existing, and creating the planet moving.
Yeah,
if
you're welcome.
Once you die, we're just gonna turn into like a what is it, I don't fucking know.
Well, it's just
Ice Age or something.
Yeah, there's just really no need to continue on. Like it's over. It's fun. Just
technology advancements will halt.
Yep. There'll just be like 17 years of mourning. Like people just
will you be crying. Resurrected or?
Well, no, but there will be a lot of copycats that will pretend to be me. But no, like once I'm done, it's over, dude. Like,
damn.
Yeah.
Just be a cash grab. everyone releasing their 200-page photo books.
With this, I really like the idea of like just the cover in the middle. Now that I'm
in the middle, yeah,
it's just such a stupid thing. Would
it be like the inner side of it? Like, would it just be like just fucking like this in the center with a matching bit on the other side? Like, or would it have something on it?
I think it'd be better if it was just one solid thing of nothing.
Yeah.
It was just like a middle blankness. It's just like, just way too thick.
What if it said just like part 2? Like you get to that center bit and it's like, congratulations, you've made it to part 2.
You're welcome. You've made it to part 2.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I've graced you with a part 2.
I would vomit making that, and then I would laugh really hard when I sold it to somebody, and then I would vomit.
You should make something completely neurotic like that, just like,
yeah, just as a goof.
Yeah,
that'd be a good goof. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll like do like a serious photo project that I'm actually interested in, and then do a goof one that's just like, look at how easy it is to make this. If I can do it, anyone can.
And it would be like a really nice cover, and it like in like gold cursive font, it would just say "The Goof." Like that would be.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, the goof.
I like that. I like that. The goof. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Actually, it's really good.
And then at the end, it said, "I pulled one over on you."
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Everything was shot on Portra in this.
Yeah.
It's all like a little bit overexposed. Beautiful.
No, everything was shot with my Portra Lightroom preset.
It's all just digital.
Shot on iPhone. You whore.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Oh, I love that so much.
Shot with Visco.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Fuck yeah.
All right, bud.
Anyway,
I gotta get going.
That bombshell.
Yeah, exactly. All right, bud. Well, take care. Have a good
night. It was fun.
Yeah, dude. Thank you again. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Miss you, man. Bye.
Miss you too. Bye.
Oh, why do I have to hit it twice?
I
hit leave and then.
All right.
All right.
Bye.